Ndị be anyị mma mmanụ, ndị be anyị udo dịrị unu, ndị be anyị obi adịrọ m mma na mbịa taa, obi adịrọ m mma na nkwube nke taa. Mana otu ihe esikwu ya nwee ike ma ya tọcha n'ụtọ rinne, mana anyị ma ekwu ya ekwu. Kwa mgbe anyị ife emekata n'obodo, ofu nwa ogbenye kpuo nkata n'iru bịa gwa eze okwu. Ndị be anyị ma agwa unu okwu. Ndị be anyị ada anwa, anyị anazuzukazi. Anyị na-emezi anyị anazuzukazi. Ka anyị just na-arịgodo anya ka ife na-eme and ife anyị na response nya ihe anyị na-eme na ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị. Anyị a na-enyekwara onwe anyị aka dị. Ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ anwụgo ebe anyị na-azọ maka nnwere onwe anyị. Wee na-achọ ịjụ, isi na ị chọrọ ka anyị nwere onwe anyị a dịka ndị na-achọ anyị nwere Biafra anyị na-achọ, kedu ụzọ isi akwado ya? Kedu ihe ị na-eme? Ihe kachasị eme kemgbe e kwubere okwu nwere onwe a, kemgbe anyị kwudere okwu nwere onwe a from 1967 till today. Yeah, it's almost 56 years now. I bidoro kwuba okwu nwere onwe anyị. Mmadụ one na one abatago na agbamọsọ nwere onwe anyị dịka ndị edu anyị. Onye bidoro ịgba ọsọ a, ihe dịrị ya mma, ihe zuoro ya oke. Chief Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu of the blessed memory, eze Igbo gburugburu. Igbo enwe eze mana Igbo kwere eze na nke a. Nwoke ihe zuru oke, ihe niile na-ezuru mmadụ oke n'ụwa zuru ya oke. O wepụta onwe ya, wepụta akụ na ụba niile nna ya zukwara ya, ma nke onwe ya ịgba mbọ onwe ya, were chọrọ ka o nyere ndị be ha aka, napụta anyị n'uru. Ndị niile ma ndị na-azụ afịa niile n'oge ahụ wee sị Ojukwu na-azọta ọdịmma anyị, wee sonyere ya. Anụ ọgụ gaa ka o si gaa, ndị ọcha bịa nye aka, anyị na-emeribu. Ndị ọcha nye aka emeri anyị. Ndị Russia, ndị USSR then na-aza enye aka emeri anyị. Tata ofu ndị USSR a na-anụrịta ọgụ n'ime onwe ha. Anyị na-adụnyere ndị nka okwu, ndị nka adụnyere ndị nka, ndị nka adụnyere ndị nka. Ọ bụrụ ife anyị chọrọ ikwuta, mana unu niile na-adụnye m na-adụnyere mba ndị abụọ bụ ka ofu ndị, ọkwa ndị aso wee gbuo anyị. Ndị Ukraine nọkwa na USSR then, ndị Russia nọkwa USSR, ndị US nọkwa n'azụ na-akwanye ọkụ, ndị UK nọkwa. Ha niile o nwerekwa onye nke hapụrụ anyị mgbe ahụ. Ka ọ dịkwa anyị n'uche. Ebe nke ahụ acha, anyị na-egburikọta onwe anyị maka na ha na-anụzi ọgụ. Unu anachefuo na Ojukwu bụkwara ọnụ mgbe ahụ. Ojukwu na onwe ya bụkwara ndị a ọnụ mgbe ahụ. Si ndị niile tinyere aka n'ihe mere ụmụ Biafra, ọbara ụmụ Biafra wee na-ana iyi na mgbe ahụ, na a ga-awụfukwa ọbara otu a ịbụ karịa dịka awụfu na ala Biafra na be ha. Ndị Middle Belt wee nyere ndị Fulani aka, wee gbuo ndị Biafra. N'ụbọchị taa ndị Fulani agharịgo azụ, a na-egbuba. Unu a na-asị unu na-agbara ndị ọgụ, unu na-agbara ndị ọgụ. Ojukwu sịkwa na ndị niile tinyere aka n'ihe a, na mma agaghị apụnwu na be ha, egbe anyị apụnwu na be ha, na ya egbukọta mmadụ for just no cause. There will be bloodletting in their land. Ife a na-emekwa n'ụbọchị taa. Ọkwa abụmọnụ Ojukwu bụ ọyara ebekwa. They will continuously get killed, slaughtered and butchered like festive animals for mastication. In fact, those festive animals will be more worth because these ones, vultures will eat their meat. These people that in Ukraine, in Middle Belt, in anywhere, all those people that put hand in the massacre, in that great carnage of 1967, 68 precisely, when there was that unheard of massacre. Now, today, we are fighting again. I have talked about the Westerners, the Easterners, that is the Eastern Europe, the unfortunate Europe, and the war going on. There will be much more war. There will be much more war in Eastern Europe and in Europe generally. Much more war. There will be so much incarceration. There will be so much massacre. There will be an almost obliteration attempt. In fact, it will still come to the point of usage of nuclear weapons. Yes, those weaponry they have been building over the years, it must not be wasted. It will be used and against them, on them, by them. So when you are taking your part, when you are taking your side, you want to side Russia, you want to side Ukraine, don't do it in the name of Biafra, because the gods of the land will come after you and your family. Take your stand, and all your political know-how and its analogies you are giving, keep it to yourself. Because the bloodletting that took place in Biafran land in 1967-68 and to the end of the war was carried out by these same people. And here inside ourselves, you are against Biafra. That's okay. It's your choice to make. You want one Nigeria. That's fine. If you want one Nigeria, what is your basic? What is your ground? On what are you standing to say you want one Nigeria? Is it because you know that there time will come when there will be a man that will take Nigeria away from the ruins it has continually been into? Where are you going to get that angel, that saint that was preached, that who is that Messiah? When is that Messiah coming? Who is coming to be that Messiah? Among all the people you see coming out for political positions, who among them, before 2023, before 2015, all of them put together, who among them do you think, and who do you think is coming to be better than any of those ones that you already know confirmed they are all criminals and vampires? Who is that person coming to be better? Just mention. Some of us are here now, we say we are Igbos, we are canvassing for IPOB, we are rooting for Nnamdi Kanu. Don't deceive yourself if you're a Nigerian. But it's your right to say this is what. Then if it is your right, and you say we prefer a democratic arrangement, society where democracy is supreme, where democracy should prevail, that is the choice of the people. Good. Why not encourage the government? These people have been crying for referendum. Referendum is that democratic process. Let it be, this person come to say, I want to be here. We count. How many people say they want to be here? How many say they don't want to be here? This is just what we are talking about. If at the end of the day, we have a greater percentage of people who said, let us remain together as Nigeria, it's okay, no problem. Tell me what is wrong with people practicing what they say they are practicing. If we say we are tired of democracy, then we go back to military. If you want us to stay together, say that we know that these Boko Haram people that they are recruiting into the Nigerian military will finish us once. Let us just end up once. Because the military have been indoctrinated. The despotic tendencies of the jihadists. And you know so well that a lot of them have been conscripted. You know that no Nigerian normal trained military man will just go shooting at citizens unprovoked. You see it. It is something, even this very week. This is the second week of the month of April. You see it every day. Check around. When you see people who are supposed to protect the citizens, shoot sporadically, even at market squares. Shoot at residents where people live. So sporadically. They don't care whose house is God. They just want to use the bullets. Who is that trained Nigerian military man, normal Nigerian military man who will shoot like that? No. You said you are too wise, that you are supporting IPOB, you are supporting Biafra, and you closed your brain to the realities that the factions and internal wrangles in IPOB is unhealthy. If you want to now fight or try to address these internal wrangles, your brain should be open to the fact that the people who are supposed to be the real leadership to assist the supreme leader, who was extraordinarily renditioned by Nigerian state from Kenya and is suffering extreme incarceration in the custody of the Nigerian state. Those who are supposed to assist, play the leadership role, now are playing glaring betrayal role. Tell me, in how many countries, at least from 1990, 1991, we have had new 17 to 18 states, 15, 16, 17, 18 states. Just pick out at random, pick 3, and tell me where each of these people, any of these people succeeded with internal rift. And tell me where any of these people had to expose or take the names of their fighters and take it to their enemies' security apparatus or enemies' camp. That is what is happening in IPOB. Before now, around some 3 months ago, your DOS mentioned the names of ESN gallant men. Mentioned these names to Nigerian security outfits, to the DSS. They took these names, and a lot of these men had their families burnt, had their families shot at sight, had their properties wherever they are located in Nigeria burnt, razed with fire. Again this month, again this week, your DOS have started mentioning these names again. Names of ESN members, assuming these were erring ESN members. Assuming there was an attempt to call them, they did not listen. Was that still the best way to go about it? Calling the names of ESN members to Nigerian DSS. And of course, these people they were calling, trying to expose, has done nothing wrong. They have done nothing wrong. They are sacrificing their convenience. They are sacrificing their comfort. They are sacrificing the wealth they should be making to safeguard our bushes, safeguard our farmlands, safeguard our mothers, our sisters, our fathers, our brothers who go to farm in the farmlands over there. And these people, you are still taking side with them. You want Biafra to come. You want IPOB to flourish. You want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. And you are still following these people. You are still supporting them. We want to adhere to authorities, command, control. Are we helping matters? Atogi bomb na brain. Can't you reason? How do you want to juxtapose the fact that you are following Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu was once a Nigerian politician? He tried all the democratic means. He explored all diplomatic measures. He moved for restructuring of Nigerian state so that we will live together. He did everything, but all of these were proven abortive. Do you want us to go into another carnage? Ojukwu, our suprado, let shift dim ezi Igbo buruburu. The only one I for an ezi Igbo na Igbo niile. He tried all this until he came to terms. He came to that reality that the Fulani man will never want what will favor everybody. They will always want to lord over everybody. That is just the blunt truth. Nnamdi Kanu told you that at this point, We have crossed the point of Rubicon. There is no more going back. Any day you see me in the hands of the enemy, you know that day. And he said, one thing you should know, that there is no man who gets freedom on a platter of gold, that he has taken that. He has nothing again to lose. That even his both parents have gone for this. That his Biafran brothers' blood, in thousands of them, has gone down the drain for this same cause. So he can never, under any circumstance, look back. It is just Biafra or death. He did not use strange words. He did not use strange language that you would say you cannot unlock. It was some proverbial or some adage or mysterious statement. This was so simple English. Very simple and direct. He said, this, we have crossed this point. Now, your DOS have gone to Nigeria severally. This is 10 months. Our supreme leader was caught. Chinasa Nworu built 3-story building, powerful 3-story building, that all through his career in that fake Obodoibo where he said is, he could not build over the years he has stayed outside Nigeria. But just from that 10 months Nnamdi Kanu was caught, he built a structure completed. It doesn't ring a bell to your head. It doesn't say anything to you. And the next you saw him, the whole IPOB member, gallant IPOB, the Obodobishi IPOB members are going to Nigeria, going scot-free. They go to Nigeria going scot-free. On the ordinary OES member who is seen with this here in Nigeria, the Nigerian DSS shoots, kills him direct. The Nigerian military men, just if they want to be merciful, they will arrest you and incarcerate you. But they want to get as brutal as they have always been recently. They will just shoot you. But Chinasa Nworu is going scot-free. Chika Doziem is going scot-free. That's why I'm asking, Abalone Ebwenanya. Abalone Ebwenanya. Can't you see? If you can't see, can't you reason? Atoge bomb on our brain. They shoot you gun for eyes. Okay. Chinasa Nworu apart. What of Adoziem Cheka? How will the supposed second in command be coming to Nigeria freely and he's not arrested? And do you know why it irritated me? That cheap imbecile, that junk, that I don't know, I call him Johnson drug addict in South Africa, whom they use, at least. And you know, he called himself a doctor, one stark illiterate, who can never in his life make a correct sentence in English language. Even in Igbo language, he is not coordinated at all. When I see this young man, sometimes I wonder if he's actually acting comedy scripts. Are people beginning to make comedy with our struggle? They call him one Uruago, somebody like that, I don't know. Do you know that this young man was so proud? He was challenging Simon Ekpa. I said, Simon Ekpa, if you say you are Odogu, Chika Dozem is in Nigeria, Chinasa Nworu is in Nigeria, come now, make we see you. It was staring in our face. They were throwing it on us, just bare, so naked, that they have compromised our struggle. And all of you, you are watching me, and you are still bold to tell me DOS, command and control. Does a python beget a short thing? Don't you know that a lion will always beget a lion? Simon Ekpa is so proud to tell you that I am Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. And you will see the lion in him. the bravery. You cannot be claiming to be a freedom fighter when you don't have any balls to challenge authority. You don't even have what it requires to dig deep, to unravel evil, to scrutinize what you see from the government. You cannot examine what they tell you. How can you examine when you don't know? You need to know before you can give. Because in Latin phrase we say, nemo dat could non habet. You can never give what you don't have. You are an Igbo man. You are an Igbo brother. You are a Biafran man. What you decide today will still lead us another 50 something years to come. If we allow this effort of Ohamadike and all the sacrifices and the blood that has rolled down for this cause to go down again, I tell you, you can never in your next 5 generations to come get free. I tell you, some of these people don't know that our quest for Biafra is something just beyond human. It has some spiritual connections, I must tell you. When you hear people say Biafra is a spirit, Biafra is something spiritual, they are not joking. Nnamdi Kanu he's not just doing this because he can, because he's a political scientist who can. No. If you check him and things he has passed through and how he has succeeded so far, you will know. You will see jealousy, you will see envy on his peak. And these things are things that will make you know he is a man on sincere cause. And he remains so resolved, undeterred, and so committed. Simon Ekpa has been, okay, you want us to, you said you wanted political solution. Anambra election was around the corner. You said you wanted political solution. You told us we are going on sit at home. Suddenly, political solution. Just because there was a meeting. No problem. We're going for political solution. What is exact game? What card are we playing? Are we going for Mr. A, Mr. B? What are we agreeing with Mr. A and Mr. B? Are we? Because for you to have a solution, a political solution, there must be a candidate you're going with. This man will be able to say, okay, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. Now today, because there was no such arrangement, which Simon Ekpa cried for, this person now in office is very proud to do anything he wants because you did not give him power. Why would you tell Soludo what to do? So Soludo will always order you around. Because you have compromised, you never considered any of this. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu said, we have crossed the point of Rubicon, no going back, no more negotiations. You are telling IPOB members that you want to go for political solution. Under whose authority? Nnamdi Kanu said, we need to do this. Now I am not available for my services. Let Simon Ekpa allow him access to the book. So because he has a swag, what did you do? He said no. Someone must do this. Nnamdi Kanu knew that there was something like code of conduct. But he said, give him. We can talk about any other thing. You first wanted to question his oath, which you knew he took the oath. He had. You say he must surrender his platform. He cannot. Who will? Who would? He cannot do that. Because some of those oaths of conduct, they're bad. They are so bounding that there are certain things he will not be allowed to do. But in his own calling, there are things that he needs to do, he must do, that is forbidden by your oath, which, if he goes by that, we will keep revolving round the circle. But Mazi, who knows better than you, said, allow him. You disobeyed him. You know how to tell people that after all, there was a time even Mazi wanted to make broadcasts, that even them, if they could bar Nnamdi Kanu from doing that broadcast until he did follow the right thing, the right procedure, that if Mazi was able to follow that, who is Simon? When you are in war front, there are technicalities that are employed and they are strictly used for that war front because they doesn't follow the command and control of the military channels. They doesn't follow the military principle. These are things that are involved. In political science, we call it the doctrine of necessity. Some of these things have no constitutional provisions, but there is necessity that we solve this problem. We employ the doctrine of necessity. That problem must be solved. After this problem, we can talk about the other things. We'll solve it. Because we have gathered a bunch of neophytes, stark illiterates, a set of people whose ignorance knows no bound. You are negotiating. What are you negotiating with the Nigerian government? If Nnamdi Kanu was chased after to anywhere, and you are working in the same course Nnamdi Kanu is, and you even made yourself available, they did not arrest you. Who are you fooling? Iwonyara. Iwonyara. If you are not Onyara, why would you think everybody will buy this? And you that you are buying this, you are still sharing command and control. You needed some surgical operation in your brain. You need some surgical operation. They need to dissect your brain because some nuts are loosened. This is Nigerian state. This is Biafra. We are seeking for freedom. Our land has been collected. Our father's wife has been collected. This is Nigeria. Nigeria said we are not releasing this land. Our grandfather did everything. He did everything. He got tired. He got old. He died. A son came up. He tried. They gave him money, made him offers. He withdrew. Another son came up. He is so fervent. He said, it is a question of life and death. Said we have crossed this point of negotiations again, that we must do what we need to do to make sure these things are. And he said we are not doing anything negotiation. He was just captured. You went back. Negotiating who? Under whose arrangement are you negotiating? You are negotiating. Foreign barristers came. You remove their name from barristers that should adjudicate. You remove them from members of the team. Gambling with Biafran's intelligence, gambling with our destiny. You are listening to him, you are following him, you are following them. DOS, DOS, DOS. If not DOS, we don't know anybody. Are you an Amajiri? Ichoriwa Amajiri. Igbos and their brothers are not known for following people in sheer foolishness. We follow people with our eyes open. We follow people with our eyes open. That is why even the British themselves couldn't use us, because they know there is so much limitation to what we can do in foolishness. We cannot follow anyone sheepishly. Nigerian state said, you are still holding our land. We talk about it, okay, peaceful, let's see how we can do it. Let's get back our father's wife. Let's get our land, our father's land. Let's stay together, but let's know how we can be working together. You said no. And in fact, you made it so crystal clear that we cannot even negotiate. He said, it is forbidden to talk Biafra. That the unity of Nigerian state is not negotiable. So, if this person was so clear in simple language, say, unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, but we can't, any day you talk Biafra, you are dead. And you say you are negotiating for the same thing they told you cannot negotiate. Who are you fooling? The Nigerian leadership said you cannot talk Biafra. So who are you? What are you negotiating? Is it the same Biafra we are talking about? You are negotiating. So clear, we can't negotiate Biafra. Forget about it. If that's what you want to do. So what did you go to Nigeria to negotiate? What are you talking? What diplomatic measure, for crying out loud? Na brain. Abalge nanya atoge bomb na brain. You want me to talk DOS? In Apwala. And you take one junking fool who is now telling you that you can, that Simon Ekpa can be challenged. He should come back. He should not. Huh? No, I want to ask you. I think there's need to clear your cerebral hemisphere, because there is a lot of web cups in your cerebral hemisphere. It needs to be cleared. That junker, that drug, that drug, I don't know how to qualify him, in South Africa. He is mocking, you cannot come to Nigeria. This one can come to Nigeria. They are in Nigeria. They are building mansions now because they have succeeded in the betrayal. But they cannot succeed because Hamadike is coming out. Like it, hate it, it's coming out. We can't talk about Biafra. You are still negotiating Biafra. With who? With who's under whose government? Assuming it's in another person, in a new government. Even the kind of former Anambra governor, Okwadike, and a lot of statesmen from Eastern Nigeria have gone. They try to see if they can do anything, but nothing. Just a few days ago, state pardon has been granted to some non-criminals, very clearly non-criminals, notable criminals. State pardon granted them. People who have taken lives, who looted state treasury to a standstill, who raped national coffers at different capacities, judged, verified, tested, criminals of highest levels. They were granted state pardon. And a man who said, let my people go, his freedom cannot be negotiated. The freedom of Nigerians, Biafrans, cannot be negotiated. Take a democratic process. Let them just say, okay, we want, we don't want. You said, who are you to talk it? And someone is fooling you. You want to command and control. You're an idiot. You're a big idiot to think that. A big fool. Buffoon. And no, if I call you buffoon, that means you still have some. You are just a ghost buffoon. Ghost one. What cost is this? Tunde Bakare just said in the body cost. I had them cost. That empty brain. That one idiot will just fool like that. And you want to command and control. Cannot negotiate. And you are negotiating. You are the first son of Nnamdi Kanu. And you are betraying Nnamdi Kanu. The one that you say is an outcast. Who is a son from... You see what they are trying to bring? They went as far as trying to play some stupid politics of tribes. Or where someone can come from. See them. They are honoring, this one is a Ebonyi State, this one is Anambra. Artificial creation by the Janjaweed. By Yakubu Gowon. The same man that is now crying because of the massacre going on in his village now. Ojuku's curse placed on him and all people who partook in that Biafran massacre. So will everyone who is currently betraying the sacrifice of Omo Biafra all these years. Sword, gongoro toka ya kole. Sword will never depart from their families. Sword, guns, blood will never stop from flowing in their homes. Obaragana Abwa family, from ages to ages. I am so irritated by the kind of brain some of you are having. You are raped. Alaluna auto, my brain. They are raped in the brain. You are raped. Your supreme leader is caught. One of his subjects suddenly started building edifice. Just within 10 months, completed, ready for living. The man who said, we are Biafrans, government have barred anything Biafra, and all Notable ones, so the most notable ones are in Nigeria, going around freely. They ask questions. They ask questions. Elizigelilie change gị. I'm sure no bomb agba na brain again they manufactured from US because ọ bụrụ nke Russia bomb Russia ife ọka ọ na-agba na Ukraine anaghị egbusi too much o gbuchara mmadụ a manufacture bomb eji gbarie brain gị na US. That's all I can see. Siro Ukraine o siro Russia ka nke ha anaghị egbukebe mmadụ rinne. Okay, in so Nigeria. Just about 2 days ago, U.S. Council of Foreign Relations, CFR, and Harvard Kennedy School in United States said Nigeria has failed. How did they come about this? They followed dutifully the recent political theory in determining valid, active, and failed states. They were able to classify states. There was the one they called strong states, weak states, failed states, and collapsed states. So Nigeria is is just almost totally collapsed, but still at that third level, which is failed state. After that step, it is now the total collapse. But they said in their analysis that when a state gets to this failed state, it has moved to the point of no return. That Nigeria as a state, as it stands, has entered the point of no return. That is. The organization which made this research finding disclosed with their release, which was through their senior members, John Campbell and Mr. Robert Jodberg, that Nigeria has failed and cannot stop failing at this point. Nigeria has failed. He said, how? Because Nigeria has long teetered into the precipice of failure. Nigeria has long teetered into the precipice of failure, but now fully unable to keep its citizens safe and secured. And somebody is saying, one Nigeria. We are dying, we are living, one Nigeria. Whether we the die, whether we the live, one Nigeria. Nigeria has moved from being a weak state into being a failed state. Don't you understand what it means? It means that Nigeria is what IPOB said some months ago that it is. IPOB said it's a vehicle. It's like a vehicle whose engine is knocked. Now I go now explain the remaining one. And you are clamoring for one Nigeria. You are clamoring for one Nigeria. And you knew how much the restructuring that would have helped this clamor for one Nigeria, how much it has been clamored for. How many years, how much effort, how much resources have been committed into this. How many national reforms conferences that have been instituted. How much resources was invested into it. You saw clearly and you are still seeing that it's not working. You are still clamoring for one Nigeria. Make we dey clap for you. That one should say your brain they work. On what basis are you clamoring for one Nigeria? Where are you deriving your hope from? Are you coming from the religious, from the academic, from the economic, from the industrial, productive? Where do you want to get Nigeria good again? Where you want to take start? Tell me, where you want to take start? If you find where you want to take start, who wants start them? how you want do am. Do you know that Nigeria is almost sold to China right now as we speak? Almost sold. Do you know the amount of indebtedness? National and component unit debts. What do you want to talk about that will bring this hope? Who? IPOB? IPOB? I hear some of my learned senior men, from our fathers, hot brain youths, say IPOB, when IPOB do this one, IPOB come. Soludo is a very big brain, oh. Soludo you are seeing in Anambra like this. It's a very big brain. But Nigerian environment will not allow you to work. It's a good brain. Soludo, you know. A very good brain. But you can see now, you can see a dormant leader in him. His type can only play advisory role in government. Yeah, he played advisory role. You see Soludo, he just assumed office. His own advisors and his brain as a professor allowed him to accept such stupid, the most clownly advice anyone can receive in political office. To go and fight what the people, greater population, the greater percentage of your population, what they want. You want to fight it as your first assignment into office. You're not even employing your craft. You're not even employing I don't know who told you that whenever you are intelligent, you are good in school, you are a professor, you can. It's just like what the Johannes Ndibo George Obiozo is doing. Just the Mumu himself. That you are an academia does not make you a leader. These are two different things. So Ludo, yes, it's very strong brain. He can teach, he can put past knowledge very, very well. You know him, very sound. Everybody knows that. Very sound. No matter anyone who wants to fight him, he's a sound man. But when it comes to this leadership, he's almost an imbecile. From his first step in politics, his first step in office, to fight a collective opinion, a popular opinion, to make it your first fight in office. Are you not a clown? A clown. Keep your book. The Saukwagen also. The Sagodin Khan also. Good, fine. But in leadership, you just scored 0. Even criminal Rochas Okorocha, one of the most dreaded criminals we have in Igbo land, he can never do this. Very smart. You see them? Intelligent. I remember those days when Dave Omai went to release IPOB people captured. He would come and make noise. Wait. When they arrest them, Dave Omai will still go back and release them. I remember. I went there then. That was around 2016, 17 or so. IPOB people, Dave, release them. He will make noise, though. He is the one, he pushed, you will say he's killing us. He is smart. See what Soludo is doing. First fight, you want to fight popular opinion. Now that kind of people you won't use. How will you have stability? You are the same person who have been in seminars in different podiums talking Biafra and how Biafra has been wrongly treated, how the cause of the war and everything agreed has been flaunted by the Nigerian federal government. The same you coming out today. When I know they even shame, your words can never be your bond. You want to believe a politician, and Nigerian politician for that matter? Desperate men who can sacrifice their dick for power. They can sacrifice their abamo for power. You don't know? They can sacrifice out to Unyaha for power. You don't know? Power. Check how many of them that lost their wives in different government houses at the state level and at the national level. They will tell you something in Asrock. That's the way that's Asrock know they kill them. You want to follow them? Who? Tinubu? Bobozu. Bobozu. You know, talk Peter will finish. You won't talk Tinubu. Osibanjo. Traders' money. The most corrupt vice president in the history of Nigeria. Tell me who is corrupt like him. Atiku was not very corrupt. I tell you, Atiku was not very corrupt. Atiku was corrupt, was Obasanjo's making. We know about it. We know about it. We have the eyes, we have the insider eyes. We know about it. Obasanjo was the corruption of Atiku. Abubakar. Who you want talk? Where won't come? Now Rochas just come out there. I been a devil, my. Even himself go tell you, I beg, you no vote me. Because his village people self no go vote. Who you want call? Just tell me that person where won't lead Nigeria. Make Nigeria better. You think Nigerian problem is just Nigeria? Britain have lost it. The West want to steal a cliff, and to worsen it, China is now deeply involved. There is an impending obvious balkanization agenda. Balkanization. In fact, not agenda. Exercise ongoing on the ground already. But it will soon come too obvious. In the fullness of time, you get to know about this. You don't know. You don't know. You need to know. You need to read. You need to follow up developments. You need to go beyond just looking at social media news and just following what your NTA. Go beyond. Get into different blogs, US political discourse forums, and go wider. You'll be following up developments. China has caged so many African states as we speak. I know they are more devilish. You are crying about America, eh? Now go see Shege Banza. Shege Banza. The best thing for you to avoid all this kind of continuous indebtedness is to just seek for division of Nigeria. That's what's good for you. Put everything in your life, wherever you are coming from in Nigeria, put everything you have into that, because you are becoming total slaves in no distant time. No distant time. A lot of these people that are telling you nothing will happen, their families are already fleeing. They have immediate families that will affect them. They don't have them at home with you. No, they don't have them at home with you. We APC, they give you change, you will remain a stooge and slave. Oh, PDP, APGA. Those political parties just have the same people there as their members. None of them can even if they wish to redeem you, they cannot. Their hands are too tied. And the only thing that will stop it is what Mali just did. You need to, if you can, but you cannot. If you can, break British wings. But it's coming too late. It's no more only Britain. China is involved. Other states, other Western states are involved. Russia is also one of the multinational firms strong in Nigeria. But any day you accept and work for the split of Nigeria, you will gain, they will lose. But they don't want you. They keep manipulating your brains and giving every support that will keep you together, no matter how you go impoverished. They will ask you, how many times have you ever seen Russia in balkanization of Africa? Did you see Russia in enslaving Africa? You see? And they're even doing the worst ones. What's that things? They're all together in this game. They're all together in the game. If Russia wants to oppose what is happening in Nigeria, Russia is enough to stop it. And one single year like this, Russia will stop it. But they are still gaining. So why would they stop it? What is your way out? Way out is for you to see what is going on. You open your eyes, open your brain, think, and stop acting like one whose brain is bombed We don't think at all. The more we get indebted, we keep getting loans that are never used for progressive things. Loans we go to get loan, we still steal this money and still return it to foreign banks. And the same persons that gave you the loan will still be using it for their development. And this thing will keep happening because there is nothing you can do about it. Even when they tell you, hey, yes, don't carry this one, you go clap. The ones they recovered, what did they do with it? The person that is the victim, what is his condition? Ojo Carlo, how many months did you see he lasted there? He was released. Ojo Carlo, I'm just telling you because of his popularity. A lot of them, there are governors who are not like as popular as him. They're released. Those ones that will stay long, they will stay 4 years. Even there, they are treated like kings inside there. So why will anyone be afraid of continue doing such things? There is no hope, my brother, my sister. Open your brain. Stop being dumb. There is no hope for you in Nigeria. Your continuous stay has no hope. No hope for ordinary man. No hope at all. Stop thinking there is any hope. Anyone who is giving you any analysis, any analogy that will mean having hope in Nigeria, in fact, get the person, chook hand for your eye. That person is a wicked person. That person is a very wicked person. There is no hope for anyone in Nigeria. No hope. There will never come any government that will fight corruption in tangible terms. There will never come any government that will set you free from Britain. There's never any government that will stop the kind of undermining of human rights, the abuses, the excesses of political class. There's no government that's coming to thin the lines between the rich and the poor. There's no government coming to do that. No government anyway is coming to do that. P2B will be worse. It is even one thing for one government to be stealing and have many people stealing along with him. It's even a little better than having just very handful of men who are stealing, looting, and starving a whole lot of more population. You see, the earlier you begin to understand that there is no hope for Nigeria, the better for you. No hope, oh. No hope. No hope. That man you think in the Imo State that you are calling hope is hopeless Uzodimba. So don't think there is no hope. The name, it doesn't take no hope. Hopeless. Hopeless. Watch Hope Uzodimba just a few days ago. He was on broadcast. He said, they think after I don't do all the effort, why I don't do? They think they can remove me. Who thinks how they won't do it? How they won't remove me? After all the thing I don't do, they go say they go remove. Who be that person? How the person won't take start am? Go listen to them. You talk them. That's how they make up stories. Go listen to them. Challenge me. Come to my post. Tell me that thing you said is lie. He said it. About some years ago, Erufai said when he punished, sacked people at will and did a lot of things, old people he owed, he said, don't worry, people, pressmen were asking, he said, no, very soon, I know Nigerians, they are all Nigerians, very soon they'll get used to it, they get over it. You don't care, they don't give a damn about your feelings. When they say there is no money, salary, no day, your leaders, you don't, it's pay as at when do even the one that they steal, but that salary, that basic, they go kill you if you don't give them. Even when they know say that they steal billions, they the thief. No joke with them for that one. They go, oh, ordinary man with a family of 6, 7, you owe him salaries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. It's not considered evil. Is that not a very worst crime? It's not considered evil. It's just a normal thing in Nigeria. That's the country you want somebody to stay in. You want somebody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people like Rocha Zokorocha, I know when they owed for 1 year plus. In Abia State, that drunkard claiming to be a doctor, academic doctor, he owed people an academia to say, whoa, this is just forget about Nigeria. Just forget about Nigeria. How don't you want to build crime system? How don't you How are you saying you are not building and you are not funding crimes, you owe workers, and you want them to die hungry? And federal government is doing, state government is doing, local council is doing it, and you want to call that a country? We have a long way to go, and that long way, I don't know how possible. Just I beg, tell that person wey tell you say Nigeria fit work again, say I beg, say no one make God punish am, say but make he never tell you that kind of thing again. Your university to start with, that is the manufacturer of corruption. Your vice chancellors, they will bring project, remove the money from the state, from the school purse, and some of them they will put street lights in the school. In the night, they will send some of their cultic boys. They will go and remove all the batteries in the school premises. They will remove it. They now sell it. In the next academic session, they will still bring out money for that. If you see the kind of corruption in the Nigerian university system, I see how they fight for that post of VC, how they kill people every year. They have made very juicy. Nigeria has no hope, my brother, my sister. Nigeria has no hope. Are you talking about sex for mark, money for mark? How do you want to build because they want to make that money, they don't want to make the academic work easy for students to learn. They don't just want the students to learn, because they want to collect the money direct and collect from government. And government don't see anything wrong with that. You see lecturers and the car they ride, the houses they build. Nobody probes that. Nobody questions that. The young boy who is frustrated and who have joined Yahoo, just because he just started little dating, your DSS is somewhere there, waiting for him to just open his door. That's Nigeria you want. You are breeding crime and you are saying you are fighting crime. Your Nigerian university is this first manufacturing joint for crime, for criminality, for corruption in Nigeria. You talk about your religious sector, the imam is the biggest criminal. The imam, that's your pastor, that prophet, that bishop, the worst criminal we have on earth. The very worst criminal. They know what I'm talking about. They know very well. They know I am saying that's the gospel truth. Big criminals, evil people of all kinds. There is no evil they don't do. No evil. Killing, any kind of criminality. They even blesses Yahoo boys. They give charms for them. They do. Now, let's not talk about the political class that is already doomed on its own. Where you won't start. The technocrats, they are the organizers of crime themselves. They won in manufacturing, specialists in under SON quality products. If you can bring your money, get NAFDAC, you're covered. Just produce any nonsense. It's okay. If you can't get the NAFDAC, no matter the quality of what you, no problem. So far, you can't get it. You're producing nonsense. If you can't pay for the NAFDAC maintenance, you are not producing anything. It must be burnt. Be it drugs, be it anything. It must be it must be confiscated by the federal government. If you are paying, where I want take start for hospital again. For hospital again, a doctor can even carefully write HIV negative for a patient so that he will be able to marry that man that she has been eyeing, she's been eyeing. Hey, when they go, hey, Dali, I told you, I'm negative. For money, a doctor will risk the life of his own client. Where you won't go? Which system? Law, Nigerian law, legal system. Now they won't go. Make I talk that one too. Now make I talk that one too. The legislators who knows just themselves. Where you want make I talk for Nigeria? Where we want with you? Where you say we want make Nigeria work? How Nigeria want take start to work? And they ask you if they're honest to yourself. Where Nigeria want take start to the go to aviation industry, go to the immigration to get your passport. Even when these passports are these booklets are available, they want to sell it. Go for just get ordinary this advanced passport card now. Go get it. If you no pay 70,000, make I know why. Then you won't now say, I want one solid express. Express now, make it come. You go pay 100 and passport too. Passport. Where other countries even they just for you to just take documentation fees and you take your passport. You want talk. The electoral body, you know what make I talk that one now? No be me go talk. No, na me go talk that one too. You make una say na me talk. So wetin you want, where you want talk say, you no fit tell yourself the truth. Hey, you now, this una IPOB thing, this una know the rest. Rest now. All this every time I do waiting self. We no go hear word for now. Now your question self, you go ask that question. IPOB, guy, make una rest self. This IPOB thing, this IPOB nonsense. No be say we must remain in one Nigeria. Abi? So we must remain in ruins. Abi? We must remain in hopelessness. Abi? Okay. A country where people find it difficult to feed 2 times a day. And when we're talking about feeding, poor quality food. A system where you go over the north, you see people in hundreds of thousands of people clustering around Alhaji, who is stealing their collective wealth. And they are helplessly reduced to that puppet, that beggar's life. Permanently, I'm talking about. Just make una free me, I beg me. I don't tire. I don't know what I want to talk again. Okay, Joe. I need to keep on a phone now. Bye bye. At the best. Bye bye.